Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Space Engineers and today we are going to build another ship. What ship, you ask? Oh hey, well that's just some rock. We are going to build a welding ship and the welding block actually has a bug in it in this release, which there is a mod. There are actually quite a few mods that try to address it, and one particular mod I have already installed. I can't remember what it's called, and hopefully that will make welding ships viable again. And I was actually thinking about whether I want to make a large grade or a small grade welding ship, but I think that basically something exactly like this, but with welders, might be all we need. And I can't actually remember how heavy this gets when this has got a lot of materials in it. You know what? Maybe what we should do is we should just blueprint it and build it from that, which might not be a bad idea. But before I do that though, I want to see how well it handles when it is full of materials. And to fill it with materials, what I will do is I will go into inventory. Actually, maybe I should have done this when I'm disconnected so that I can cargo container. So we've got cargo container 2. I will just call this shredder cargo, because that is the ship just now, and we'll just fill it up. I think we have, this is going to be temporary. Steel plate, I think we can fit maybe 5,000, and I'll do the same thing here. Shredder cargo 2. Oh, I forgot the Tim part. Tim steel plate 5,000. And I'll call this actually shredder cargo 1. And let's just park it. PI. And then we'll just check here. Shredder cargo 1 steel plate 5,000. Oh, that's odd. So we can only fit 3,300, which is fine. Oh right, I forgot to rename the I forgot to add Tim in here. Tim. So, and we can check it here again. So 3,375. So altogether 6,750, something like that is all we can hold, which is fine. If I could just unpark that. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? I mean, it doesn't pick up a lot of speed, but we don't really need it to pick up a lot of speed. Not when it's that full. Is that okay? Yeah, that feels like it breaks easily enough. Yeah. So what we might do is, I don't know if I've blueprinted this already. I will park that, and then I will, before I carry on with anything else, I don't want it to have all of these things in here and causing Tim to make thousands more steel plates. And if I check here, yep, they're empty. Let me just check. Do we have the shredder here? We do not. Do we? Nope. So let's just unplug this. Oops, other way. And if I press Control B now, what happens? The shredder, grinding ship, perfect. So what we will do then is we will park this, hop out, and we will make that ship. Not sure exactly how it is aligned or anything, but we can figure that stuff out. What we will do is, we will need to connect to that. think if I press K there, and then I look for the rotor, because we only have one, and add small head, and we can just weld that up. Can we? Small steel tube and steel plates. Don't need those. Small steel tube and steel plates. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll put a few blocks on there so that we are coming up a bit. We have a bit of clearance. And on top of that, we will put a projector, which I don't have on my toolbar. Projector. Yep. I'll put one right there. That's all we need. Need to weld that up. Computer, motor, large steel tube, and construction components. Computer. Did we need motors? I don't think so. But I'll take them anyway. Large steel tube. Construction components. That should do. Oh, I did need motors. Okay. So we have a projector now. That's great. I'll just put these things away. And I need to actually access that. Okay. Projector. Blueprints and the shredder. How does that look? That's actually pretty decent. Although the projector is... Well, I didn't even align the projector, so I don't actually know how it is placed. But that's okay because... Oh wait, did I rename the static grid? Oh, sure I did. Asteroid base. Inventory. Control panel. What we need is actually the projector. And we want to see if we can, with any luck. Yeah, that is actually correct. Is that high enough? I might actually... Oh, that's possibly too high. Well, even that is too high. We wanted quite a few blocks down. Oh. Oh wait, I forgot to rename it. Asteroid base. Okay. Control panel, projector. And we'll bring it down a few. Vertical offset. I think -1. -2 maybe. Yeah. Certainly got something there. So, okay. Maybe all I really need to do is weld it up. So I'm going to need interior plate. I'm going to need steel plate. I'm going to need... Oh, that's all I can carry right now. Not sure if this is entirely projection friendly, but let's give it a shot. So that's that. Maybe I can do the frame first. Yeah, I think it should be projection friendly because I did most of the frame first. I did do most or all of the frame first before I welded it up. Question is, why aren't you letting me do... Okay, so battery. And what is that? That is a gyroscope, perhaps? Battery. Why won't you let me... Oh, am I out of steel plates? No, I'm not. Not out of anything, actually, right now. That's good. Okay. Oh, actually, I don't want to put the grinder on. I will put on the welders. Where can I... Welder? So maybe I can just do this. Will it let me? Yep, it does. Let me just pop them on. And then I can put on these Can I? Okay, wait. Did I get... Yep. It's just a angle that I was not getting earlier to weld them on. There we go. That's those ones. And... Okay, ooh, I saw the green line there. Yeah. Beacon. Not sure how that powered up. Okay, that's the cargo container, just on both sides. Yeah, I think this is good. I think just like that we have, or we will have, a welding ship. I don't think I've ever actually really built a ship using the projector before. I've tried once, but the blueprint that I'd made was not really conducive to building a ship through blueprints because I couldn't get to a lot of its parts easily. So I will take out 100 of each, although I suspect that's not what I will be needing next. Okay, I'm missing... Can't get access to... Okay. I mean, the outlining of this seems to be quite different from when you're actually building it. So it makes it a little bit trickier to actually get your aim right. Because, okay, there we go. I couldn't get that one before. But the green color is different. So, okay, so I can't see. Why can't I select? Because I was too close to those thrusters. Okay, so is that now pretty much all of them with a, yeah, everything's got a framework. Okay, let me go weld this stuff up, because that's going to be a little bit dull, I guess. And then I'll be right back. Oh, there was something that I did with this which was very annoying, which is putting the connector here. You know what? That's okay. Okay, that should be done. I can just... oh, I should detach it. But I can actually just look around here to see if there is... Oh, there are 3 incomplete ion thrusters. But where are they? I bet they are down here. Yes, they are.
Energy critical.
Yes, of course it is. What am I missing? Oh, almost everything. Steel plate construction component. Alright, here we have a welding ship. Pretty much complete. All I need to do now is... Oh shit. Not fall off the edge, but to actually just grind this off. I don't need these. And let us get into it. And go into... wait. Why am I not going into... Oh, there we go. Third person perspective. And here we go. We have a ship. What we need to do now, actually, is we don't have a docking port for it just now. Not out here anyway. Now, the question is, the whole reason I built this ship, I can't remember if I explained this already, is so that we can build the capital ship. So I thought we would get started on that, and we need a welding ship for it, otherwise it would just take an age. I am not sure if 2 welders will be enough. If they are not, we can worry about adding more welders onto it. Yeah, and I'm just remembering that we can't fit them to the side like we can with the drill, so we would need to put in more of those cargo containers, sorry, the conveyor junctions, but maybe we can add them to the top. We'll give it a shot and we can figure some of the stuff out. What else did I want to do? Probably should connect it. Oh yes, we need a connector. So what would be the simplest way? Simplest way would be if I just connected it. I could do this. I could just connect it to... Wait. So I don't get completely confused here. Yeah, oops. Oh wait, I need to go up a bit and reverse. Why is that not... Oh, there we go. So that is that locked. Actually, if I unlock, then I can rename its cargo containers. What are we calling this ship, actually? That's a good question. We'll call it a printer. Because the other one is a shredder, this one is a printer. Haha, get it? Welding ship. And we'll rename these to Printer Cargo 1. And we will be using Tim on it eventually. And this will be Printer Cargo 2. We will have Tim on there as well, although Tim won't be doing anything right now. Okay. We'll set up the toolbar and so on and so forth at a later time when we actually start to use it. Now the question is, where should we build this capital ship? Now I have an idea to actually build it in here. We already have a bunch of struts and everything set up here. I have an idea of building it in here. The only reason I'm kind of shy about it is that I am not actually sure if it would fit in here. So I'm a little reluctant to start building it out here and then find that it doesn't fit and I can't get it out. And this is a pretty big damn space. It's huge. So it should fit. And I guess part of the point of this whole space is that it should fit a big capital. Well, it's not really a capital ship. It's not going to be that big. It's just going to be a large grid ship that will take us to the moon. You know what? We will build it here. And what we will also do is we will have the strut coming out from here so that that's what will hold the ship. And we will build the ship powered. So what that means is I want to put in a rotor here. So do I have the rotor actually in any of the toolbars? I don't think so. So rotor can go there. And I want to get rid of that. I don't want the projector there confusing me. 7. Wait. There it is. And I want it... Now if I put it there, would it be seen as a part of that grid? Is it connected to the 2 bits on either side? Let's find out. Asteroid base. Yeah, that is the rotor in the hangar. So let's weld that puppy up, which should be easy enough. So we need some steel plate, motor, large steel tube, construction component. Will I remember all of that? I don't know. CC, steel plate, construction component, probably motors, and almost certainly large steel tubes, and that won't be enough, but that's okay. We can do a second trip. Oh, that was enough. That was absolutely enough. Okay, so so I don't get entirely disoriented here. Now this is going to be the top of the ship, so we're going to build it kind of upside down. which is okay. I'm just remembering also that we need to be able to fit our printer or our construction ship in here. Yeah. And it's really difficult to get a scale for how big this space actually is. But when you start putting in these blocks, you realize it's bloody massive. It's huge. So yeah, we might not have to worry about it. So let me... Okay, so we've got that much. So I don't actually need to weld that up. What I can do is I can start to put that as the roof. I'm actually also wondering whether we should make that heavy armor, because we want it to be protected. So we will make it heavy armor, and we will put in some turrets as well for protection. So let me think about how I want to sort out some of these, some of the toolbars. I might clear this up a little bit. I never use that. I don't use that. I will need ion thrusters. There is no atmosphere on the moon. I won't use a battery because I plan on using a nuclear reactor. I will need a connector, but not right now. What I will need is heavy armor. Heavy armor block needs to go there, but I actually won't put it into the number 4 slot because that will confuse me. Because in my first toolbar, I have light armor in my number 4. So if I put the heavy armor in the same block, I will start using heavy armor when I mean light armor. I have done that before. So I need heavy armor block. I will use a whole bunch of conveyor tubes, which is necessary. I will need ion thruster. I will need assemblers. In fact, I will need a single assembler, because that's all I will use. I will use this ship to help kickstart the base on the moon. So I think a single assembler should be enough, because in truth, we can build assemblers on that base right at the start. What else will we need? We will need a reactor. Now the question is, will a small reactor be enough? I think it probably would have to be enough, because there probably isn't enough space. Actually, let me try how big a large reactor is. Oh, I take that back. I forget how humongous this space is. But even so, we won't need a large reactor. A small reactor will do. We want gravity, so we will put in a gravity generator. What else will we need? We won't use refineries because we will pick up all the materials from this base, all the ingots from this base before we go. We are not going to refine on this ship. If we need to refine things, we will build a refinery on the moon. What else? I'm not sure we would need anything else. We can actually check. We won't need a cockpit, weapons and tools. We will need turrets. So, not an interior turret. No, a missile turret might be overkill. Reloadable rocket launcher. That sounds nice. We will put in a Gatling turret. However, I won't put it in this toolbar. Character tools, don't need it. Animations, armor blocks. We will almost certainly need more armor blocks. Or we will need control station. Or we will need a flight seat is what we will need. But that is a single use item. Same as the assembler. Cargo containers. We will need cargo containers. I wonder if small cargo containers will be enough. Yes. Or maybe. Yes. We will use a few small cargo containers. Large blocks. So we will need an antenna. Okay, but those are all single items. What is that? Sound block. Oh, I don't use them a lot. Okay, we don't need that. Solar panels. Won't need that. Production blocks, projector. Oh, O2H2 generator. Okay. Wait, which... Okay. O2H2 generator. We will put that there. Small blocks. Voxel hands. Okay. We will need Windows, but we'll worry about that later. And I don't mean Microsoft Windows. Okay, so... what we are going to do is we are going to use heavy armor blocks. And we will start with them right there. I'm not sure how much space we are actually going to need. I wonder if I should start by...
Meteor storm inbound.
Shouldn't have it too close to that wall, because then I won't be able to construct it easily. And I shouldn't have it too big anyway. So... Okay. I think that's enough as a starting point. I want to know steel plate and metal grade. So we need 150 steel plate for 50 metal grade. So that's a 3-to-1 ratio. Oof. Those meteors sounded incredibly close. I really need to put in a turret over here somewhere. Yeah, that's a lot of strikes. It's not breaking through the rock yet. But who knows when it will. Not me. Okay, so 3-to-1 ratio of metal grade to steel plates. So printer cargo 1. Oh, it should be here so I can rename it. Printer cargo 1 Tim. So we could have metal grid of 500 and steel plate of 1500. Does that work? Nope, because that's too many. So let's go 250 and times 3, 750. Yep, so that's almost full. 60%. Let's just going to try different numbers here so that we can get near maximum capacity. Uh, 4, 12. Yep. That'll do. And we'll do the same thing here. Metal grid 400. Steel plate 1200. Oops, not 1299, 1200. Okay. That is both of them. Well, that's interesting. We are out of metal grid. So, let us now. And this is actually manageable in terms of maneuvering, with it being pretty full. Oops. Just realigning the third-person camera here a little bit. And let's see how its range is. And the good news is, of course, that we can park this anywhere. Because we've got all these ports here that we can use. Right now, I just want to see how well this works. And that means that if I go in here, get rid of that, get rid of... I want to get rid of that. Remove from toolbar. What I need is actually in here. Welder. I'm just going to put one there. Oh. Okay. And welders. Save. G. Welders. And I'm going to have toggle block on or off. And I might also have welder as a tool there. So that's selected. So I can activate it using just a click. How close? Okay. That's actually decent. Wait. Oh yeah, I'm underneath it. Okay, this is perfect. I can just move down while it's welding. Great. Okay. On, off. Okay, let me get out. Oh, right. Over here. Okay. This is certainly looking good. 5, 6. Let's put in a few more blocks. Now I don't think... Oh, yeah. Could I get this ship, get that ship over on the side? Yeah, we certainly could. So the question is, how shall we start to build this? I mean, that's not going to be... I'm not going to try and aim for that to be smack bang the middle of the ship. And this is going to be the roof. And I'm just going to... I need to think about where I'm going to put in the wall so that I can put in the floor. So I will start the back of the ship here. And I think that I'm not going to worry too much about hiding away the tubing. And to be fair, there shouldn't be all that much tubing anyway. I mean, we're talking about a O2H2 generator. We're talking about a med bay. Ooh, med bay is something that I forgot. 3... Wait, 2, 3... G... Medical room. Yeah, so we're talking about an O2H2 generator. We're talking about a med bay. We're talking about an assembler. And I think that's possibly about it, and a bunch of cargo containers. So we don't need a lot of piping. And the standard height for a human is about 1 block, as you can see here. Now I don't want to feel usually claustrophobic, but maybe, no, I don't want to feel claustrophobic, so I'll make it 2 blocks high. So that means that the 3rd block becomes the floor. So this could easily become the floor there. And what I'm going to do, yeah, we'll try and make the ship about 2 blocks high. Then it's just a case of how to make it not look so like a cube. We're not building a Borg ship. Not today anyway. Maybe another day. Okay, so let's weld some of these things up and see how that looks. I'm just wondering if... Okay, the outside of this I can do from the outside. It's just these bits that I need to do from the inside. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is nice. It's pretty effective, pretty efficient. And I'm glad I got that mod. I was curious as to whether it was an intended change, or we're out of materials, or if it was a bug. And apparently on the forums they actually talk about it, and it is indeed a bug. If it wasn't, then I would have tried to think about another way to... Oops. Missed there. Another way to try and figure that out. There we go. And I actually realized that I need to probably fix this figure something out here. Ooh, wait a minute. We don't have any metal grids. That means we're probably out of some material that we need. So let's go to our control room and see what we are missing. I still like this room. Every time I go past here, all that glass makes this room look so nice. And I still haven't figured out what else I'm going to pop in here. I guess there isn't really much else to pop in here. Under the stairs. Maybe we could move the med bay there, actually. That would be a good thing to move there. Huh. It would be kind of like in the middle of the base. Good place for it. Alright, so let's see. Ice. So what are we missing? Got cobalt. So we've got 2 making steel plate, and where is metal grid? Oh, we do have 771 of 800 metal grid. So I was mistaken, I just didn't see it. Was I blind? Metal grid. Oops. Oh, right. Of course, as soon as they connect, they all get punted straight into the ship. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this so that it will also... Okay, that 13.5 is wrong. It's not relevant anymore. Tim component, and I'm also going to ask for, let's say, will that be too much? Maybe 1,500. 1,500 metal grid. Which would mean that it gets pulled out of the printers. So what I want to do there is I want to say P1, which makes them the highest priority, if I remember. Yep. So now let's check metal grid. So, yep, we've got 400 there, which is what we asked for. 400 there. And it's making more there. And it's making it fairly quickly as well, which is great. In reality, we probably only need to ask the cargo container to put in 800. Because that's how many they need to have prepared for us every time we come back to dock. Yeah, 1500 is good because we might come back twice. So it can have 2 trips worth in reserve. Oops, I did that the wrong way. And I'm just looking at the time, and we realizing that we are out of it. Time, that is. But let's just have a quick look here. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, we will carry on with the welding the rest of that up in the next episode. And I really need to think about kind of like a nice design for it. I mean, I keep thinking about the respawn ship that we started this whole series in. And I'm really wanting to design something that doesn't look anything like that and will also look nicer than that. I mean, the only reason I'm really putting this section down is so that we have a floor. I will have to be very careful not to disconnect parts of it and have it fall down and, you know, just get torn apart. That's all for the next episode. In this one, we are out of time. We did successfully manage to build a whole new small ship from a projector as well. And we've started on our large grid ship to take us to the moon. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.